Hi folks, it's Kieran here. Today I'm at Market Hour Skatepark. I've got the flat bar with me. The plan today is to do a little bit more work on them frontside 50/50s on the flat bar. In terms of what that looks like, I'm not 100% sure. There is somewhere that I can set it up into the grass if I want to try hopping onto it like that. Obviously lots of nice smooth concrete here, so if I want to hop onto it and actually try and land the trick, I might do that. That was kind of the plan, but as always, like last night when I was thinking about it and this morning when I'm here to do it, two very different sets of thoughts running through my head. I've got a week off work this week and I really want to see if I can tackle this by the end of that week. So I'm probably just going to come down every single day, nice and early, set up the flat bar and crack on with it until we land this front 50. I feel like the sessions I've had leading up to this point have given me a lot of confidence in terms of what it's going to feel like. I know what it's like to pop at it and sort of like try and get my trucks on it. The session I had in the garden where I just set it up in cross lock and pushed it gave me loads and loads of confidence in terms of what it's going to feel like when I'm on there. So we just kind of need to put those last two things together. Hopefully today, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I think sometimes with these things you can really just be like, yeah, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and then it becomes such a big thing that you can freak yourself out, and I don't want to do that. I want to allow myself to sort of naturally fall into how I want to do it. But first thing first, I'm just going to get warmed up. I've literally not stood on the board yet, and it's been a few days since I've had a chance to skate, so I'm going to skate the ledge a little bit, just do some frontside 50/50s on that as a way of warming up and getting my eye and legs into the practice, and then we'll go from there. I think the first thing I'll do is just set the board up in cross lock and just sort of like do the push and stand on thing again. I know a lot of you said that looked really freaky. It kind of is the first time, but it's actually quite addictive. It feels really good once you're doing it. So I think if I can do that a bunch, just gets used to the idea of being on the rail, then we can start thinking about whether or not we want to ollie into it. But yeah, just going to take it easy, let the session come to us, and hopefully at some point I feel confident enough to actually try ollieing and grinding on it. If I don't, whatever, we'll just come back and try it tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. So yeah, that's enough chit chat. It's so much easier to talk about this than it is to actually get on with skating. So let's just get on with it. The warm-up complete. A few 50/50s, they're feeling really good at the moment, and then decided to have a crack at doing a bunch of backside board slides. Not done any in quite some time. Took a few goes to get the first one. Like, the good thing with them is the fear of jumping on the rail has pretty much just completely disappeared, like, or certainly at the what I consider like the lowest speed. So that's good. Like, I can do them. I just need to be doing them more consistently. Like, basically just need to be taking the flat bar out all the time and just doing them and doing them and doing them and doing them. But yeah, it was good. A little morning workout. So I feel like I've achieved something, if nothing else, just locking the board sides back in. So the next thing is we're gonna leave the bar on the concrete, and I'm just gonna put the board on cross lock and just do that push on thing that I was doing the other day. I just want to get that feel of the solidness that you get from that, just sort of like reconfirm that in my head, and then we'll go from there. I think more likely it'll be into the grass. I don't think I'm quite ready just to go straight onto the concrete yet, but we'll see how this feels. Yeah, let's crack on. Yeah, so that feels as good as it felt last time, unsurprisingly. This won't be breaking news to anyone who's done this or anyone in the world, to be honest, because people have been doing 50/50 grinds on rails since late 80s, maybe mid 80s. I'm not entirely sure when the first one was done. Pretty sure it was Mark Gonzalez. It was either him or Natus, one of the two. But that cross lock is so comfy. When you're on it, you feel super locked in. Like, I feel like I can even just pop out of the grind. You saw I was trying to do it and managed it a couple of times. Like, that's how comfy it feels on there. You almost forget you're on the rail. If I could 100% guarantee that by rolling and ollieing onto it, I was going to land in that cross lock with my weight correctly balanced every single time, this wouldn't be a scary trick. Honestly, it'd be no different to doing it on a ledge. Obviously the difference is you have to pop onto it and try and get into that cross lock, or some sort of lock. I mean, I know heel lock works the same. Like, once you're in it, if your weight's properly distributed, it sticks as well. So yeah, it's an interesting one. So, but yeah, obviously actually ollieing and getting over that fear of jumping on and sitting in it is completely different. So I'm going to set it up in the grass, and we're just going to work on that. I'm going to roll at it really nice and slow, try and get over the fear of popping onto it again, because I haven't done that for it's been at least a week, maybe two. And then this time the difference is, obviously when I was popping onto it last time, I was kind of really like pussyfooting it and not distributing my weight onto it, which is why the board was hitting it and slipping off. This time we need to try and sit down on it. And yeah, depending on how well that goes, if it works reasonably quickly, we'll try it on the concrete. If it takes me a while, or if I can't do it, then we'll keep going on the grass until we work it out. Maybe it might take more than one day, we'll see. Yeah, this is kind of like the final part. I feel like once I've got this, we're pretty close to pulling off this trick. So yeah, that's enough chit chat. Let's scare the crap out of ourselves. missed. Oh! Oh, come on! Okay, this is slightly better than last time I tried jumping on, because I feel like I'm putting a bit more weight down because I'm feeling the grind a bit, but I'm still always coming off the other side, and that's because I'm not yet absolutely 100% committing my weight down. I'm still effectively jumping on in such a way that I can just jump straight off, because so I'm like light, it's lighter footed than just like tapping your toes down, but it's not sitting on it, and that's what's causing the problem. That's why every time I get on it I just end up jumping straight off, and that's because I'm not set to actually physically push my weight down onto the rail. It's difficult. Like, I think what I need to do is I need to think about leaning back ever so slightly, not leaning back like that, but at the moment if I'm leaning like this, probably when I get on, so I'm off, if I can make myself lean back, I'll probably just straighten up. This East Midland Railway, this is free advertising slot. So in order to like kind of correct it, I'm gonna do a few 50-50s on the ledge. On the ledge you can get away with like leaning over slightly because obviously it locks and there's nothing to thing. So I'm gonna kind of recalibrate by trying to lock onto the ledge nice and upright. Maybe do like, yeah, probably 3, 4, 5, something like that, and then hit the rail again. Hopefully, with the idea being that if I can recalibrate myself on the ledge, and then I can go at the rail. I'm trying to think of the rail as just a ledge. I'm just like, it's just a ledge, it's just a ledge. If I do everything the same as I would do on the ledge, I should be fine. I've got about 15-20 minutes left, so I've not got loads and loads of time. So I'm going to smash out a few of these 50-50s on the ledge, and we're going to go back to hitting that thing. I definitely feel like I've made some progress steps. There was one other thing, like I did consider moving the bar back and making the bar ever so slightly shorter. I feel like, because I was like, oh, if I make it shorter, like I'm grinding a bit, I might just hit it and sort of like slash straight off the end. I decided not to, because although that may make me land one, it would be a land without like any sort of lock. It would be more like a quick, like I said, like a slash, a little dance on it, and that won't. I need to learn it properly. I need to learn it with getting in and locking in. I haven't hit the cross lock at all. I don't know whether, I feel like maybe that's something I need to practice, is maybe should I try aiming for it? Should I come at a slightly bigger angle to the bar? Like, I'm really just going and just jumping on it. I think I'm more likely to lock in heel side if I can push that weight down. I don't know, it's weird. This is like definitely the grind trick that to this point that's taken the most thought process. Like literally, like when you learn to board slide, like board slides are all about just going fast, committing, and just kind of, you pretty quickly can feel where your weight wants to be and where it doesn't. 50-50s on a ledge, dead simple. It is again about just going quick enough to commit, and you know the scariest bit of that is just oiling up onto the ledge itself. But once you're on it, your wheels lock on, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, this one is it's technical in a way that I've not really had to think about a trick before. Right, quick couple of 50-50s on this and then back to it. Maybe thoughts. My 50-50 technique on a ledge this morning has been so bad. Even when I was warming up earlier, I was like getting them into them all funny. Like the amount of them I've got into, nose heavy. It doesn't pertain very well for doing the thing. This always happens to me as well. Like whatever number of 50-50s I decided I'm going to do. Like this time I was like, I'm going to do 3. First 2, bang bang, cool, just do the last one. Last one, I know. It's like I switch off, it takes me ages, I keep sodding about. So. Right, how long have I got left time-wise? Right, it's 8:40. I need to be back home by 9 o'clock. It takes me 5 minutes to get home. I'm going to do 5 minutes on that rail, and then I want to do 5 minutes on nose slides because I need to keep practicing the nose slides. So 5 more minutes on the thing, jumping on that, see what happens, and then we'll just crack on with some nose slides and call the session there. Hopefully we'll get some progress on this one, on the rail. If not, we'll be back tomorrow to try again. Let's get to it. Oh. Right, go slower, more control, but scary as fuck. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, well, that is time, unfortunately. But I learned something. I actually learned 2 things. First thing, it's dumb. I've got a twitch. Every time I come back here, I have to readjust my hat. It's very frustrating. Second thing was, the slower I went, the more in control I felt. I didn't get into as many. That one that I did get into, I felt like I was closer to like really locking my weight on. Should come as no surprise. The slower you go, the more control you have. When you're learning slides and grind tricks, there's like a happy middle ground between too slow to actually pull the trick off and too fast that you can't control it. Anyone who watched my 3-part epic of trying to learn how to nose slide, I did exactly the same thing on that, where I was going too slow and I couldn't get a slide, so I went to the complete opposite end of the spectrum, tried to go super fast, and then wondered why I couldn't get a lock in or get any control. It's because I was going too quick. Found the happy middle ground, and we've got it. So it sucks it took this deep into the session to work that out, but the good news is I can come back tomorrow and we'll start at this point. We'll come back, 50-50 grind the ledge a few times, a couple of board slides on the bar, get straight onto this. I'm inching closer and closer. I've really, I guess, really for the last few weeks I've like felt like I would just come out and smash this out. Ever since I sort of discovered the joy of the cross lock, I've been like, yeah, I'll just get on the rail and it'll stick and I'm good. But yeah, the reality is like you still need to work out how to get in and get on the cross lock. There is that, you know, you break this trick down, the bit on the rail, if you practice it in the same way that I did, you realise that's not very difficult. But obviously the trick with this bit is that in-between bit, ollieing and getting onto the rail. It's not even the in-between bit, it's the start bit. This is very waffly, I'm knackered. So yeah, gonna finish the session up with some nose slides. Just put timer on for 5 minutes and do as many as I can, because I need to keep locking those in. So I will leave you with those to play out. Huge thank you for watching as always, folks. Any tips, comments, drop it down below. Really appreciate it. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get it this week. So today is Monday the 8th. You guys will probably see this hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday the 9th. I'm trying to now upload literally the day after I film, and I'm off until the 13th. So yeah, hopefully this week. I really feel like I'm close. We've got this, just need to keep hammering away at it. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, watch nose slides. That's it. End of video, end of session. Sketchiest snow slide world's ever seen. Bye.